What if I told you that there were only 8 dumbbell exercises you needed to do to build crazy muscle for your biceps? These exercises are the most effective for getting huge arms, backed by science, experience, and real results. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to perform them with proper form to maximize your gains. Let's get started. Exercise 1. Dumbbell drag curl. Ever notice how many guys have flat, underdeveloped bicep peaks? Most men don't understand the biomechanics that build that impressive mountain on their arm. The dumbbell drag curl isn't your average bicep movement. It specifically targets the long head, which creates that bicep peak. This movement puts your elbow behind your body, creating maximum tension exactly where you need it. Research confirms that exercises placing the elbow behind the torso can significantly increase long head activation. Think about it functionally. This strengthens your biceps for everyday actions like pulling a starter cord, hoisting luggage overhead, or even improving your golf swing. Real-world functional strength training. Here's how to perform the dumbbell drag curl correctly for maximum muscle growth. Stand with dumbbells at your sides, palms facing your body. Keep your upper arms tight against your sides. Drag the weights up along your torso. Focus on keeping elbows behind your body. Squeeze your biceps hard at the top lower with control back to the starting position. I recommend 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Really concentrate on that mind-muscle connection and the peak contraction. Proper form here is crucial for effectiveness and elbow pain relief compared to sloppy standard curls. But wait until you see how our next exercise uses an incline bench to maximize long head development further. Exercise 2. Incline dumbbell curl. You might think all bicep exercises hit your muscles the same way, but what if I told you the angle of your arm completely changes which part of the muscle grows? The incline dumbbell curl isn't merely a standard curl variation. It's a specialized movement that forces your long head into a maximally stretched position. By leaning back on an incline bench, your arms naturally fall behind your torso, creating that crucial stretch position that triggers growth in the bicep peak. What makes this exercise particularly effective is how it eliminates your ability to cheat. The bench locks your body in position, removing momentum and forcing the biceps to do 100% of the work through a complete range of motion. From a functional perspective, this exercise builds resilience in the biceps when they're in their most vulnerable position. Fully stretched, this translates to fewer injuries and better performance in sports and everyday activities that require arm strength at various angles. Here's how to perform the incline dumbbell curl correctly. Set an incline bench to 45 to 60 degrees. Sit back with arms hanging straight down. Keep your elbows fixed in this position. Curl the weights while maintaining arm position. For added intensity, contract triceps at bottom for greater stretch. Squeeze at the top of each rep lower with control, feeling the stretch. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Prioritize perfect form and feeling the stretch and contraction over lifting heavy weight. Don't let those elbows creep forward. Maximizing the peak through stretch is powerful. Now let's look at an exercise that lets you handle heavier weight for overall bicep development. A compound movement you might not associate with arm day. Crucial for preventing muscle loss and getting huge gains. Exercise 3. Row curl. Did you know most bicep workouts neglect progressive overload? There's one exercise that solves this by using significantly heavier weights. The row curl goes beyond typical isolation exercises. It targets both heads of the biceps, long and short, while allowing you to handle more weight. This creates the progressive overload necessary for continued growth. Research shows compound movements trigger a greater hormonal response, with up to 200% higher growth hormone release. Functionally, this movement pattern mimics real-world activities like hauling heavy bags, starting a stubborn lawnmower, or pulling yourself up. Essential functional strength training. Here's how to perform the row curl correctly. Stand with feet close together, dumbbells at sides, hinge forward at hips, keeping back flat. Begin with a rowing motion, pulling elbows back. Halfway through, transition to a curling motion. Focus on keeping elbows behind your body, lower under control, and repeat. Use heavier dumbbells than for regular curls. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps with challenging weight. Remember, this isn't just a row or curl. It's the transition that makes it effective. But if building strength with compound movements is impressive, our next exercise targets the bicep peak with laser precision. Exercise 4. Dumbbell waiter's curl. We've been doing standard curls for decades, but a simple grip change can dramatically increase bicep activation. The dumbbell waiter's curl is a superior bicep peak exercise. It targets the long head of the bicep by forcing it to work against resistance in its most contracted position. By holding the weight like a waiter, you create maximum tension at the top where most exercises lose it. By keeping wrists cocked back, you prevent forearm takeover, ensuring the biceps do all the work. Think about the functional carryover. Holding a tray steady at a family barbecue, carrying a toolbox level, or even stabilizing something overhead. It builds control and isometric strength. Here's how to perform the dumbbell waiter's curl. Hold a single dumbbell by one end with both hands. Keep the top flat, parallel to the ceiling. Bend wrists backward to minimize forearm involvement. Curl while keeping the weight level. Focus on intense contraction at the top lower with control back to starting position. Your biceps should feel like they're about to cramp at the top. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, focusing on peak contraction with lighter weight but greater tension. While the long head creates that coveted peak, our next exercise builds width by targeting the inner bicep. Exercise 5, standing dumbbell curl, offset grip. Did you know that most men completely neglect one of the primary functions of the biceps when training? There's one simple technique that ensures you hit all functions for complete development. The offset grip dumbbell curl functions as a biomechanical enhancement tool. It's a technique that forces your biceps to work harder against supination resistance. By shifting the dumbbell toward your thumb, you create a rotational force that the biceps must overcome, dramatically increasing activation. Research shows that the biceps brachii has 3 primary functions: elbow flexion, forearm supination, and shoulder flexion. Most exercises only focus on elbow flexion, but this movement targets 2 functions simultaneously for greater overall development. This technique doesn't just build bigger biceps, it specifically targets the short head, the inner portion that gives your arms width when viewed from the front. This balanced development creates arms that look impressive from every angle, not just when flexing. Here's how to perform the offset grip dumbbell curl. Hold dumbbells with weight shifted toward thumbs. This creates a pull toward pronation. You must resist. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Curl while actively supinating, turning palms up. Feel increased tension along inner biceps. Squeeze at the top. Lower with control, maintaining offset grip. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per arm. You may need lighter weights due to the increased difficulty. And if targeting the short head is effective, our next exercise develops the underneath muscle that pushes your biceps upward. Exercise 6, crossbody hammer curl. Did you know focusing only on standard bicep curls leaves 25% of your potential arm size undeveloped? There's one muscle hiding beneath your biceps crucial for impressive width. The crossbody hammer curl serves as the missing link in complete arm development. It targets the brachialis, the muscle beneath your biceps that pushes them upward, creating greater size from all angles. The neutral grip combined with crossbody motion minimizes biceps involvement to maximize brachialis activation. From a functional standpoint, this builds arm strength for hammering nails, operating power tools, or perfecting your golf swing, all movements requiring a neutral grip. Here's how to perform the crossbody hammer curl. Stand with dumbbells at sides, palms facing torso. Curl one dumbbell diagonally across toward opposite shoulder. Rotate palm down toward floor as you curl. This pronation further reduces biceps involvement. Focus on the contraction in the muscle along outside of arm. Lower with control and repeat on opposite side. Alternate sides for each repetition. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per arm. The crossbody motion is crucial. Don't curl straight up. We've hit the peak, the width, and the underlying thickness. Next, let's focus on the muscle that makes your arms look powerful even when relaxed in a short-sleeved shirt, the brachioradialis. Exercise 7, offset grip hammer curl. We've been told to focus on biceps for arm size, but one of the most visible muscles when your arms are at your sides isn't your biceps at all. The offset grip hammer curl represents the secret to forearm development. It targets the brachioradialis, the muscle creating that impressive sweep from elbow to wrist. By shifting your grip toward your pinky, you create additional pronation resistance. Research shows the brachioradialis contributes significantly to arm circumference and creates muscular-looking arms even when not flexing. From a functional standpoint, this builds grip strength for opening stubborn jars, carrying heavy shopping bags, or maintaining grip on your fishing rod during a long struggle. Here's how to perform the dumbbell preacher curl correctly. Sit at a preacher bench with arms fully extended on the pad. Hold dumbbells with palms facing up. Curl the weights toward your shoulders. Focus on bringing the dumbbells toward the outside of your shoulders, not your chest. This targets the short head more effectively. Squeeze at the top of the movement. Lower with control, allowing for a full stretch at the bottom. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The key with preacher curls is controlling the negative portion. Don't let the weight drop quickly at the bottom. But as effective as isolation movements are, our next exercise shows how a simple setup change creates a unique stimulus for new growth. Exercise 8, dumbbell spider curl. Struggling to really feel that intense, cramping bicep contraction at the very top of your curls? Do you find the tension seems to decrease right at the peak? What if simply changing your body's position relative to gravity could solve that and provide a unique stimulus for muscle growth? The dumbbell spider curl is fantastic for maintaining tension on the biceps throughout the entire range of motion, especially at the top. By lying face down on an incline bench, your upper arms hang perpendicular to the floor. This position eliminates momentum and keeps gravity pulling directly against the curl from start to finish. This setup particularly emphasizes the short head, inner bicep, due to the arm position slightly in front of the body. It allows for a deep stretch at the bottom and forces an incredibly focused contraction at the top, making it an excellent bicep peak exercise variation and finisher for your home dumbbell workout. Here's how to execute the dumbbell spider curl effectively. Set an incline bench to around 45 degrees, maybe slightly higher or lower depending on comfort. Lie face down on the bench, with your chest supported and your upper body stable. Let your arms hang straight down towards the floor, holding the dumbbells with an underhand grip, palms facing forward. Keeping your upper arms stationary and perpendicular to the floor, curl the dumbbells up towards your shoulders. Focus on squeezing your biceps as hard as possible at the top of the movement. Really feel that contraction. Lower the dumbbells slowly and under full control, allowing for a good stretch at the bottom without letting your shoulders slump forward. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Strict form is paramount here. Avoid swinging or using body momentum. The constant tension will make even moderate weights feel challenging. So there you have it, 8 powerful, targeted dumbbell exercises designed specifically to build impressive biceps and supporting arm muscles, especially for men navigating their prime years and beyond. Feeling more confident now that you can build functional, aesthetically pleasing arms without spending endless hours in the gym or aggravating your joints? You don't need dozens of exercises. You need the right exercises, performed correctly. This system addresses the bicep peak, drag curl, incline curl, waiter's curl, width, offset grip curl, underlying thickness, crossbody hammer, forearm sweep, offset hammer curl, overall strength, row curl, and constant tension, spider curl. It's a complete approach to prevent muscle loss, aging, and build strength that serves you every day. Here's a sample routine you can implement 1 to 2 times per week, allowing for adequate workout recovery. Dumbbell drag curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Incline dumbbell curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Row curl, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Dumbbell waiter's curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Offset grip dumbbell curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Crossbody hammer, curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per arm. Offset grip hammer curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Dumbbell spider curl, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps.